I get this question very often, and I thought about like bringing up a few things that I get from guys, like their issues, and I'll answer it without you asking questions. A lot of times, guys come and say, "What can I do? She's non-orgasmic. She cannot have an orgasm, right? So what can I do?" There is one extremely important correction to it. A lot of girls, and a girl will say to me, "I cannot have an orgasm with a guy. Something is wrong with me." One important thing, she cannot have an orgasm with a guy. Okay? She can have an orgasm on her own. If she cannot have an orgasm on her own, then she has a problem, and you have to send her to me. Okay?
One way to get to Moscow?
I fly over, no problem. So, very important thing. If she is like that and never had it with a guy, find out if it was with a guy or without a guy. Because if it's with a guy, you do the following thing. She already knows how to come from all the movements. Maybe she uses vibrator, maybe she uses her fingers, whatever it is. So what you do, also, I just degrease, is it right? Degree? No, doesn't matter. One step aside. One step aside. A lot of girls expect to have vaginal orgasms. And a lot of girls complain, "I cannot have vaginal orgasm, something is wrong with me." Okay? Vaginal orgasm, and once you know, you can really put her at ease, vaginal orgasm happens not as often as romantic books describe it. Vaginal orgasm depends on many things, including giving birth to a child. For many women, I don't say all, but I say for many women, their whole physiology and ability to experience sex changes after head of a child goes through the birth canal. The whole nerves and this nerve tissue changes, and a lot of women start to experience vaginal orgasm after they give birth to a child. So you can put them at ease. Yes?
So would you just say vaginal orgasm in non-mothers, non-parental women is rare?
I don't say it. I say that for many women it changes. They never had vaginal orgasm before, and they start to have it after. It doesn't mean it's with all of them like this. There are more factors. I'm just touching the surface of my seminar, and it's just still time to go deeper. But I just say, because they load themselves up with issues. They feel that something is wrong with them. They start to feel bad about their femininity. They start doubting their sexuality, anything. If this is the case, put her at ease by saying what I just told you. Okay, back to she cannot have an orgasm with a guy. What you do, you let her play with herself, put her at ease, of course, comfort, report, it's all there. Let her play with herself. And let her do things she usually does when she's alone. Okay? You position yourself between her legs, she's on her back. That's how most of the time. Let her take any position, but normally, unless she does it in the shower, standing, and you also can do it in the shower, no problem. But most of the time, she will just lay on her back and play with herself. What you do, you help her, you put fingers in her vagina. Please do it slowly, don't stick it like this. And play with her G-spot. Everybody knows what is G-spot? Where is the G-spot? I hope so. Okay.
Say more. Do you find it's usually instant as soon as you find what works, or is it you have to warm it up?
You have always to warm it up, and by some girls you have to warm it up real long, so this part of your body will become really strong. Serious. Prepare. That was the next thing I was about to say.
Any gym exercises to warm up your
Only on G-spot itself. It's not going to the gym and doing stuff. No, this will not help you guys, because this is very specific.
Yeah.
This is very specific, and I'm serious. Some say, "Yeah, I have strong hands." Come on, do it for an hour. Some girl needs an hour, and this will explode. So this has to be strong. Okay. What I was about to say.
Sorry, can you switch arms halfway through, or do you damage the rhythm?
It's not about damaging the rhythm. It's about that nobody has. It's very subtle work. It's a lot of calibration, and your left hand is not that good. Okay, so better if you're really dying, if you're like huge pain, do something else, play with her. It's not a question of having it, having it nailed right away. Give yourself like 5 minutes break, 10 minutes break, then go ahead, but do it with your hand. If you're left-handed, do it with your left hand. If you're right-handed, do it with your right. It's a lot of calibration, because once you are aware of your state, and once you start moaning and moving, and you're like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, right, I go for it. And then, but sometimes you have to go for like an hour and a half. Dude, it's a lot of work.
So take breaks and use the break.
Yeah, no problem.
And it's okay if she cools down.
Yeah.
To add to what he was saying, if you're having trouble finding it, Steve P in White Tiger Tantra, it's pretty universal. He says to lift the girl's legs up, just because it shifts your pelvis back, and you can really the G spot.
Yeah, experiment with it. Sure.
I want to know, like, is there such thing as too long for a woman?
No.
Like no, okay, because no, I'm not talking about the
for you,
but
yes,
like
for her,
the length of the sexual relationship.
No.
If it's good.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about sexual relationship?
No, well.
Or sexual intercourse?
Intercourse.
No.
I'm losing totally my English.
Okay, again,
Yeah.
it's huge generalization. In general, no, but there are some girls who don't like it long.
Okay.
She will say, enough,
Okay.
I'm done. And first I thought, oh, she doesn't know, okay? She does know better. But when after like 6 months, she kept saying it,
Okay.
I realized that she's this way. Like some, like men, some guys, I had some girls that come twice, and they are totally like, thank you, that's enough, really, that's enough. Every woman is different, so it's not, it can be the case that she's underdeveloped, and you can bring her higher in development, but on the other hand, it's like, she also can be just not really
Okay,
into
so,
sex.
but it could last like 2-3 hours. In general, it would be okay. Okay.
Easily.
Okay. 6. Okay.
I'm talking now about this girl that never had an orgasm, right? With a guy. Her thoughts could be, because a lot of girls can get an orgasm, right? But it takes for a guy 2 hours. And thoughts that go through her head are when she's in bed with you, right? You have one thought on your mind. I want to stick it in. It's whatever happens, earth shake, Osama bin Laden crashes in your house. You don't care. Somebody runs in and says, dude, you're like, your car is being pulled away. You're like, yeah, 5 minutes, dude. I'll run faster, But that's what happens. With girls, it's totally different. When she's in bed with you, she thinks, am I as beautiful now when he's above me? That what was that? Like it was in a club when we were like face to face. That's what goes in her mind, through her mind. She also thinks, if I let him do it for too long, and you might say, hey baby, I really want to bring you to an orgasm. I will do it as long, as it needs. She's like, if I really make him to do this long, because I know my body a little bit, and it takes like 1 hour and a half for me to reach an orgasm, he will not see me anymore. And he's such a nice guy, so I will fake it. All right. So really take your time and convey to her that you are the guy who is not afraid of her sexuality and who really wants to take time to bring her to this, give her this experience. Yes?
That this is something that you enjoy too.
Absolutely, you have to enjoy it. You have to learn to enjoy it if you didn't so far. Yes?
Just